I'm actually calling a new program where one of our recruiters had mentioned that I would call, so similar to David. Well, David's already working with the program, but where I'm reaching out, making an initial call, basically from a reference from one of our recruiters, and I'd like to talk about my role, any specific questions that they have, and working to start to build a relationship.
Okay, Paul, explain to everybody what the role of a recruiter is in the work that you do.
Well, our recruiters are actually reaching out to new programs, looking to see if they, and in my case, financial institutions, banks, or credit unions, where they're inquiring to see if they're looking to make a broker-dealer change to affiliate, obviously in our case with Invest Financial Corporation. My role as an internal account manager is to support not only the recruiting process, but the transition process to our firm, and then work with our relationship managers to support that business and grow that business as they become a tenured client of ours.
Has the recruiter worked internally for the benefit of the people in the room? Have they worked internally to recruit, or are they external recruiters?
They're external. Okay. So although, like Shane, for example, has done some recruiting as well, and now we're more a part of it. So really anyone can recruit from a firm, but their specific role is outside as well.
So they're retained to recruit practices that might be looking at a change.
Correct. And then a lot of our relationship managers are also out in the field. So that's why we reference the external, internal wholesaler.
Great. Just so we're clear.
Sure.
And who is Ms. Hobbs in this role play?
She is Suffolk Credit Union, Long Island, New York.
Terrific.
So.
All right.
I can't be from Massachusetts. I'm a Red Sox fan.
Wait. Did you hear what she said?
I did. I heard it.
Do we need to pick another partner? All right, I'm a Yankee fan, so
and I'm a Red Sox.
and I live in Tampa, which is the Rays. So we already got a
you're in trouble.
All right. Hello, Elaine. My name is Paul Martin. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Paul?
Good. I actually wanted to meet with you. David Hunter had given me your name and number, or in this case, address. And I know you've been working with him and talking about an affiliation with Invest Financial Corporation?
Yes, he mentioned that you would be calling me.
Okay. He also sent his best, so hope everything is well with you.
Oh, thank you. Send him mine back.
Oh, I'll certainly do that. Well, one of the things that I wanted to do today, and again, I certainly appreciate the time. I think we have about an hour to spend together, to talk about my specific role as an internal account manager and how that role in our relationship can begin to answer any questions that you have, address any concerns that you have, look at your business, see how it relates to Invest Financial Corporation, with the goal, obviously, to start to build a rapport and move forward with your affiliation with Invest. So how does that sound? Do you have anything
That
you'd like
sounds
to
like a
add?
plan. No, I don't. That sounds fabulous.
Okay, great. Well,
on a right between the eyes value statement. This agenda by the end of the meeting will accomplish something. And I want overt statements of what it's going to accomplish. Now, I'm not so sure the get acquainted is solid enough. And it's just me looking in from the outside, but I want something more concrete. I want her to feel good about the relationship. I want her to understand me as a provider. I want her to understand our company, and I want to understand hers. But by the same token, so that I can assure that her practice is going to be highly successful. What is it that I want to have by the end of the meeting? I'm a little loosey-goosey on exactly what it is that the primary objective is, Paul. So help me out. If you could have the ideal result from this meeting, where would you be at the end of this meeting?
Affiliation? Is that what you're going for?
Well, overall, we want every program to affiliate with us.
Yep.
And my role is part of that.
Yep. And
it's interesting because if you define our roles, which we're still working to do, it is relationship. And I'll give you a good example. Our CEO, Steve Dowden, who you know, said, I want them to name each of their firstborn Paul. And then I think he said something to David that I want every one of them to come to your house for
Christmas.
And, and I joked, and we're going to tell Steve.
Steve's not joking.
No, but we're going to come back and tell Steve we want each of them to have a tattoo instead of mom that says Steve. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yep.
And how we lay that into, basically I would want anyone in our program to, if anything were to come up in regards to a question, a request, a go-to person that they know my name and call me.
Yep.
That's the goal of every one of my calls.
Okay.
So
All right.
how we break that down into a proposition.
Well, I think you just kind of did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was.
Or objective.
Yeah, I think that ultimately you just, you defined what it is that you want to do, and in no uncertain terms, you said, at the end of the day, you want them to walk away knowing that out of anything that could possibly happen, they're going to you. And so you're, through that conversation, you're going to deliver what your role is, how you get a hold of me, and under what circumstances it's appropriate to do so. And then there you go. So that's kind of your problem.
So in reframing the value statement, the value is at the end of the meeting, you'll have all the information necessary about who I am. I will understand your expectations. And then moving forward from this meeting, we built a bond so tight that you're going to name all of your kids Paul. I mean, you don't have to overtly say that, but you want to say.
Well, that's the inside stuff that
Yeah.
we.
Does that sound? And then you come back and say, completely separate probe. Does that sound like an appropriate way for us to spend our time?
Right, and I agree with you because, and again, I knew we didn't have to spend a lot of time, but I should have gotten the agenda agreement, and then, and I had thought to say, something similar to, by going through this agenda, it's the first step in our foundation.
Good. I like that.
And almost wow, all right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
See-
then, all right, let's talk about.
See, now you're playing music to me. You're building to a crescendo, and then boom, the timpani is going to play. I mean, I really believe that you can construct this into a piece of music. Mm-hmm. It's like when I give you the phrase "bum pum pum," bomb. The opening is a build up to an expectation, and the bomb in this is the value is we're going to have a relationship together moving forward in the coming years toward making your organization and our organization mutually profitable.
One of the things that, and David and I have experienced just because we were originally working in the compliance department, so our relationships with the reps were typically from immediately a negative perception from them.
Yeah.
Either a customer complaint or an issue with them coming on board or something where we basically had to question some of their activities.
Yeah.
So to basically build the relationship that we have with the field, doing that, moving into this new role, it really, first we're not there anymore, so it's not a bad call. And we really are selling ourselves. Our product is our.
Absolutely.
So.
Good. Give them a hand.